Awesome. Okay. So in addition to the legal side of our business, we also have a marketing agreement with a company by the name of Kroll, and that was discussed on the video a little bit earlier. And Kroll is a company that is also about 40 years old as we are, and it was started by Jules Kroll, who was ex-CIA, FBI, and they came to our company probably about 10 years ago. I lose time now. And because they saw that there needed to be a legal component, most identity theft, at the time financial was a higher number, now it's only down to 14%. But they saw that having a legal piece really put the whole package together. They came to our company and actually made a presentation. We turned them down one time because our CEO didn't see how it might fit. But then they came back again over time, and I know when it was presented to us the very first time, I was wondering, why are we doing this? And unbelievably, within 6 months, we were hearing all these identity theft stories, and now it's on the news all the time. If you put identity theft into Google and wanted to see articles, you'd get 20, 30 a day with all the breaches that are happening in this country. It's about 40,000 breaches. 40,000 people a day become a victim of identity theft. It is a huge problem. So with our plan, we actually, I'll just put all these check marks in. We have 2 plans. The basic identity theft covers the member and their spouse or significant other. You're going to have a comprehensive restoration, not resolution, which is what, and I don't know how many of you have credit monitoring right now on your bank account, or many of you have heard of LifeLock. But what we do is first we give you your credit report and your credit score. You make sure it's correct. By the way, I just want you all to know that 80% of all credit reports have wrong information on them. And so with that, you find out if that information's there. You're also going to find out your credit score. And if there's information on your credit report that doesn't belong there, we're going to help you either through the legal plan or through identity theft side, the Kroll side, to get that fixed. And so this is really a huge issue that's hitting the U.S. So you get your credit report. We're going to monitor 24/7. We're looking for change of addresses, derogatories, anything that's in the credit report. You're going to get an email within 5 seconds. My daughter was in Los Angeles. She went to look at a car, and then she decided on getting that car. She went home, and she was going to pick it up the next day. On the way home, on her cell phone, she got an email telling her that someone was looking at her credit report. That's how fast these things are happening. And a lot of times I meet people, like when I'm doing an enrollment, and they say, well, I have bad credit, I'm not sure I want this. If you have bad credit, you even want it more, because identity thieves know how to make your bad credit look like good credit, and then they can even make your situation worse. So again, I'll go back quickly. Identity theft, we restore you back to pre-theft status with our plan. And like with LifeLock, which is a great company, they give you $1 million service contract. They'll spend $1 million to restore your credit. With our company, with Kroll, when they came to us, they said, we'll spend whatever it takes. So if it's $1,100,000, that's what they'll spend to restore you as the client back to pre-theft status. Then earlier this year, we introduced a premium product, which now actually does all 3 bureaus, scans them, and you can put in your MIB number, which is your Medical Information Bureau number. You know, your health care card, by the way, is like a $1 million or $500,000 debit card that people can tap into to get health care in hospitals and things like that. So you can put those numbers in, and we scan, I think, 34 billion different sites with this plan. So we also cover the identity theft side with our product. So here are the packages. The standard plan, which I went over earlier, is $17. This becomes $9.95 because when you buy it with a legal plan, it comes down to $9.95. So this is $26.95. We also have on our legal side an expanded plan that gives you more hours if you were to be sued. So possibly if you're a nurse, or you are a teacher, or you're a school bus driver, all of those professions we have found over time have an exposure to being sued, a higher rate of being sued. You're a coach, you're a parent coach, you have a higher degree of being sued, and with our expanded plan, you have more hours if you were to be sued. And by the way, what attorneys tell us is that as high as 80–85%, maybe even 90% of all lawsuits are settled in pre-trial. So what we like to say is, if you get sued, you'll probably hope that you have the expanded plan. It's the one that I have. So then you can just see the packages and how this all lays out. By the way, this is like 90 cents a day. It's still less than $1 a day. So, worry-free every day for about $1 a day, as I said earlier. So, as I move on into the second part of this presentation, we are looking for agents. We are looking for Legal Shield agents to represent us in the field. You can do this on what's called the personal line side, where you sell individual policies, or you can do this and be trained to actually call on companies on the benefits side. So we're looking for all different types of companies. You know, those of you who are guests here today, if you see this as a value for you and your family, then you might want to consider over time, like I did. I became a member, and then I wanted to go out and market the product. So, we have a little video that kind of talks about that for you.
Whatever success story you envision for yourself, it can begin by offering Legal Shield. Whether you want additional income, want to set your own hours, or just want to help the people around you, Legal Shield is the opportunity for you. But what makes Legal Shield stand out even more? The fact that Legal Shield associates are genuinely proud of the product they offer. The feeling of satisfaction they get from empowering their friends, family, and community. The knowledge that by sharing Legal Shields with someone, they're making a positive impact in that person's life by offering the ability to speak to an attorney about any issue without worrying about the cost. Legal Shield is your chance to make real money while also making a real difference in people's lives. And that's something to be proud of.
They're getting basically a law firm at their beck and call. It's a really powerful product to have. They're able to get their questions answered. It doesn't matter what the question is about. It doesn't matter what area of law they've got questions about. They're able just to call and get that answered. They're able to get their contracts and documents reviewed, so before signing anything, you know, having the power. I think that's a really powerful thing, is to have an attorney review a contract before you sign it.
With Legal Shield, you aren't alone. Learning a new product can be confusing, but Legal Shield makes it as easy as possible to hit the ground running. As a new Legal Shield associate, you'll receive a starter kit specifically designed to help you jumpstart your business, complete with startup materials, training, and other information so you can get started immediately. And with over 40 years in business, the company knows how to set associates up to succeed.
There's this great saying is that you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. And that's what I love is the support. You know, you have great support, mentorship every step of the way, and that's why I like the infrastructure because it's incentivized to really help those that want it and that are looking to grow and get ahead.
But Legal Shield support doesn't end at startup. Legal Shield also offers extensive training and sales tools along the way, with plenty of online resources and sales materials to help drive your success. Plus, you can join the exciting community of Legal Shield associates ready to help each other along the way. Participate in seminars, business briefings, trips, and more as you build your team and your business.
It's absolutely a blast. It really is, because you get to build relationships that you would just, there's so many people that I know now that I would never have known before if it wasn't for this wonderful opportunity, which I believe is more of a career than an opportunity. We have friends across the country that we pick up and speak with at any given time. Our conventions are like a family reunion. The trips that we go on is the same. We can't wait to enjoy each other's company at different locations. And all of this while business continues to grow, while families are continuing to be helped and empowered. It's just a wonderful feeling.
So Legal Shield offers a great product with a proven track record of success, comprehensive startup assistance, and even a fun and vibrant community to help you grow your business and achieve your goals. But even better, you don't have to invest an arm and a leg to begin offering the product. In fact, you can get started with Legal Shield for just $149, and the benefits can be substantial. And right now, nearly 90% of working Americans say they're without legal protection. That's a lot of potential customers and potential income, too.
As I really came to understand it better, I realized this could be a transition of a career, and it allows me to be at home full-time. So my two daughters have really never known me to work outside the home because of Legal Shield.
It's a very fulfilling profession because really everywhere you look, you're helping people. You're helping people protect themselves and giving them access to a system that usually they're financially locked out of. You're helping people build a business that otherwise they wouldn't have had an opportunity potentially to build because there's such a small investment to get started with such a high return. So your margins are incredible. And you're being able to coach people, life lessons, teach people how to succeed. And how does it ever get any better than that?
With an amazing product like Legal Shield, dreams really do come true. So start writing your success story and start offering Legal Shield today.
So to those of you who are guests today, I just want to kind of tell you a little bit, real quickly, about my story and something that happened to me. And especially to the guests who are thinking about either maybe a career change or looking for some additional business. And I was doing an enrollment at a trucking company about 10 years ago, where a driver, we have a special plan for commercial drivers called the Commercial Driver Legal Plan. If they have DOT tickets or different tickets, we're able to handle them coast to coast. And as I'm finishing that presentation, I'm starting to talk about the family plan that we talked about today. He says to me, will this plan help me with this? And I looked at the back of his hand, and he had been bit by a beetle in his bed at the motel where he was staying for the orientation. And because of how he looked, they claimed he brought the beetle into the motel. And in fact, he had spent the night in the emergency room the night before. So I said to him, all you have to do is sign this application, and I can put you on the phone right now with an attorney. Now, this is the kind of company that many of us in the room work with or for is that we can put a new client on the phone if they have a situation going on Monday through Friday, right there when you're sitting and talking to that person. And when you're new in the business, what I found is you've got all this stuff floating around in your brain, but what happens is when you really see what this does for someone, and what happened to this driver is I could put him on the phone, and he, by the way, he lived in Ohio and he was in Missouri. So I put him on the phone with the Ohio law firm who called the Missouri law firm, because we have a network of attorneys coast to coast. They didn't even write a letter. They called the motel, and I don't know what they said, but they paid for his night in the emergency room. And that's when this product went from my up here with all this stuff floating around in my brain to my heart. And really, our rings that we get, if you're a $100,000 ring earner, which means you make $100,000 a year, it says making a living while making a difference. And that's really what we do. So whether it's from a financial point of view, you want to help people, you need more time in your life with your kids, whatever it is, that's what this business can do for everyone. So I just kind of wanted to go over that. That's pretty much what I just said here. But I hope that my story really hits home with some of you. So the market's ready. By the way, we just did a market study where 93% of everyone we talked to believed that attorneys cost too much, and 76% said that they hesitated to call an attorney because it did cost too much. And actually, we just did one with small business owners, and we got very similar results. And that 9 out of 10 people said if costs were more affordable, they would seek legal advice. So, and 90% of Americans say they do not have any form of legal insurance, and 2/3 of Americans say they have never heard of such a plan. More than 60% report that they would be interested in purchasing a legal plan. So, 6 out of 10 people that you talk with would be interested in buying a legal plan. So here's the opportunity, or what I call the business. We have a unique and difficult, this product and our company is very difficult to duplicate. We have very little competition, and we have a suite of very targeted products. Small business plans, we have law officer plans, we have teacher plans, we have all different types of plans. And we call this our wheel. So, you've got, if you want to call on small businesses, you want to call on friends and family, if you want to work in the group marketing area where I am, we've got the specialty plans. Any area you want to work in will help you find what your major and minor might be with our business. And we have all the training to back all of that up. And so we've got websites, we have training, we do training here locally to train all of our people. We put on luncheons, briefings like this, really to help all of our associates with their business. And then there's your own agency that you're part of will also help you with growing your business. I'm going to skip over this video, but I want to talk to you on compensation from a little bit different point of view, from a business point of view. And this video is available to you. Whoever brought you can have you see it. But I want to talk to you that we all start, when you come into this business, we all start as what's called a junior associate. That's 16% commission. So everyone starts at a 16% commission level. And if you sell 5 memberships within the first 30 days, or you sell 10 whenever you sell 10, you're gonna get promoted from 16 to a 24% commission. Now, you know, I've been in sales a long time, and even at 16, I mean, I don't even know who does 16% commission. And by the way, before I forget, you also are gonna get residual income. That's on any membership you sell that stays on the books, you get paid year after year after year. I've been in the business for almost 15 years. I still get paid every year for memberships that I sold 15 years ago, 14 years ago, 13 years ago. It's like a retirement plan for you. But then if you sell 25 memberships, you're then gonna go to a 32%. Then you go to, when you sell 50, you move up. Now that's not an additional 50, it's 50. You're gonna go to 40%, and when you hit 150, you're at a 48% commission. And again, the person who brought you can go over those percentages with you. And by the way, if you sell 50 memberships a month, you're gonna go to a 58% commission. And this morning, I went on my back office, and I've hit 75 so far. I still got another week to go, so I'm even at a higher commission rate for all of my sales. So those are the opportunities that you have, and again, you can watch this video, and we have our friend Bob will explain the compensation to you. So we have over $1 billion. We've paid over $1 billion in the last 10 years to our associates. We have more than 1,000 people who earn $50,000 to $100,000, and we have many who are earning between $100,000 and $1 million a year. It's really not, and it's sometimes when I get introduced as a $100,000 ring earner, it's uncomfortable because I really want to talk to everyone about increments, because I just didn't start at 6 figures. I mean, I've had years at 18, and then I went to 20,000, 25, I went to 40, I went back to 30, and it was all honing my skills. It's how good, you know, you need to work on your skills to get to where you want to be. But I just want everyone to know the opportunity is here. And I'm one of the people, I mean, I'm a testament to that the opportunity with this company is here for you. So just to kind of wrap things up, if you saw a value in what I talked with you about today, with the videos and the product, and the fact that 90% of the time that you call the law firm, you're not going to pay another dime beyond $17 a month, and you want to add identity theft to your package, now you're at $26.95 a month, and you'll have protection for your family, or $27.95 even on identity theft for your children. Then the first thing to do is really to get the membership. And then we would like you to consider being one of our selling agents. And we have all the training and all of that. Get trained, help you get out and sell your first membership. And by the way, we have a program called Performance Club, where when you in addition to getting paid your regular commissions, that's 16, 24, 32, 40, and 48, and up higher, to do what you should be doing every day, we have a program called Performance Club, and after you sell 5 memberships a month for 3 months, you even get a $150 bonus on top of your bonuses. Then you go another 3 months, you get another $150. And then once you get 12 months, you can make $300 a month, or if you want a BMW, they will give you $500 towards a used or new BMW. So a lot of great things that we do here at the company. So I appreciate everyone being here. I'm going to turn the program back over to Joe, our